Hello, it's Diana Marchand from dianamarchand.com and founder of Raw Foods Made Simple. And welcome to this video. Today the video is on something that I really feel is the next epidemic for us, and that is stress. Yes, stress. Now I know, we can see obesity, yes, but it's so obvious and we can tell the people that are obese. But one thing that is not so obvious is stress. And that's why I do think that it is such a problem, because it can affect anybody at any age, and basically everybody now is trying to do more all the time. It's not enough just to do one thing. You got to do everything right. You got to do everything right. So it's really affecting the population. So I think that it is going to be the next epidemic. And what are some of in this video, I'm going to talk about what are some of the things that you may not even realize are causing stress in your life, how you may feel, like what are the results of extreme stress, some of the symptoms, and really get you aware of that. You may not even be aware that you are in this prolonged period of stress, and what can it do to your body, how it actually breaks down your body, what are the health effects of being in stress for too long. And don't shut it off thinking you're somebody who's not in stress, so that doesn't apply to you, because I bet you will relate to something in this video, and this is very, very important. So of course we know the stressors, like the things seem obvious, right? They're like, if you're worried, you're anxious, you're angry, you're frustrated at something, money problems. Now we know those are common causes of stress. But there's also things like excessive exercise, because extreme excessive exercise over a prolonged period of time is actual stress on the body. Doesn't mean don't exercise. It just means be aware that extreme stress is also, sorry, I'm looking at my computer, it's going, extreme exercise is also a stress on the body. Chronic allergies. If someone has allergies for a long period of time, the body's constantly in stress. Or that not enough sleep can cause it. Trauma or injury, something happened to you, something that really threw you off. Chronic illness, of course, anything like that where your body's in an extreme stress period that's not well. And being, like I said, too busy, doing too much. And many women, in the middle age kind of period, 45 over, whatever, are doing a lot. You're probably working full time. Maybe you might be helping your husband with your business or something. You have a home, you got all the yard work, you still make all the meals, you still do all the housework. You may have grown kids at home, you're still driving here and there, paying for their college or university, all of that, and still trying to handle your life at a time when you also have a lot of changes going on inside of your body. Your hormones are changing, and this adds stress to you. So you might be noticing that it's a time of where you feel exhausted, you're feeling tired, you're feeling stressed, you're feeling like this is just too much, you just need a break, you need a holiday. Well, you actually do, but let's get real here. So some of these things that you may not realize may be causing you stress are things like negative environment at your work or at home. Like some people in your home fighting consistently or all the time. Music on too loud, TV on to those violent shows continually can really cause you stress without you really thinking about it. A work environment that's stressful, and that is 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. That's a lot of stress on your body. It begins to feel normal, which is the problem. We begin to think that this is normal life. This is how we feel normally, right? But that should not be true. And so the effects of stress, some of the effects of prolonged stress, of course, are it also blunts hormone production, and it causes weight gain. So what happens here? Well, when we're especially in middle age, what happens is our ovaries are producing less estrogen. So what can produce more estrogen? Our adrenal glands. So if we're stressed, because adrenal glands are the ones that produce the hormone, the cortisol, that gives us the adrenaline to go, go, go in stressful situations. So if our adrenal glands are overproducing cortisol for a long period of time, they're going to get very tired. So then what happens is they're also what can produce estrogen. So when our ovaries aren't producing as much estrogen, our adrenal glands are too tired to produce much estrogen. What does? Fat and around your midsection. So therefore you gain a bigger waist, more fat in your midsection, and you will not be able to lose it. Also, when you are under a prolonged stress, like your body will not lose weight, it won't let the fat go if you're stressed. It sees it as fight or flight. You're going to need that nourishment. You're going to need that food because you are in trouble. So there again, stress, really bad for weight, really bad for hormones. Also, stress causes decrease in our immune system, so we may get sick more. It causes us, of course, to be really tired and maybe even lose some hair. It puts more stress on the thyroid gland, and thyroid gland, weight gain, tired, hair loss, dark circles under the eyes, puffy eyes, all of those things you may be beginning to notice. And right before adrenal fatigue, which is when your adrenal glands really give away and you're exhausted, you may notice a period of really elation, being able to do everything really because your body's pumping out so much adrenaline. So you feel great, you feel like you can do everything, you feel, I have so much energy, I have so much energy. And then you start to fade, over emotional, digestive problems, really being tired, fatigued, stressed, want to cry all the time. And then you get to the point where you're depressed and you're apathetic and you don't feel like doing anything. You've lost all your passion for everything. Decrease in your sex drive. Stress can also cause inflammation within the body. So it causes more inflammation in the body. Sorry, I'm just going to some notes that I made. So, oh man. And of course, we'll notice things like we can't think properly, we can't focus properly. So cognitive abilities totally decrease. Our blood sugar levels go up and down. So our imbalances in the blood sugar level, which also causes weight gain and weight problems. Decrease in bone density, believe it or not, high blood pressure, all of those things. So you see, stress is really, really hard on our body. And I believe that most people are walking around nowadays with a lot of stress. Especially women, when they're at this age that they're taking care of, like I said, their home, their family, ailing parents probably, they're working full time. They're just doing too much at a time when their body is going through all these changes. So what symptoms do, well, we did talk about some of the symptoms, so I just want to reiterate some of the symptoms before we go into what you can do about them. I know this is a longer video. Symptoms: tired, exhausted, like I said, following a period of being really stressed, really high, lots of energy. Trouble sleeping, you crave salt and sweets, you feel run down and overwhelmed, frequent urination, yes, dark circles, puffiness, no drive or motivation, no sex drive, digestive issues, frequent urination, yes, that can happen when you're under stress. So all of these things, and then, you know, the weight gain and your hormonal production is blunt, which even leads to even more symptoms when you're going through perimenopause. So as you can see, stress is so much, it does so much to the body. But how can you handle it? What can you do? Well, we're going to talk more about this in another video because this one's getting long. So stay tuned for the next video. But also, it's so important to eat the right foods. Everybody says you eat the right, good, healthy, whole foods, no preservatives, get rid of the gluten, get rid of the dairies, all of those things which could be causing allergic reactions in your body, which again adds more stress to the body. So of course you're going to really clean up what you eat, and also you should kind of get rid of most of the sugar and decrease your coffee, for sure, caffeine. You can also do things like we know of, right? Yoga, breathing exercises, Tai Chi, light exercise, going for walks in nature, sitting by water like this right here, doing a bit of meditating outside, doing a bit of meditating inside, but just really sitting, breathing, peace within yourself. Finding that time, that quiet time. Say no more. You've got to say no more. You've got to say yes to you and no to things that are only hurting you. So like I said, I'm going to do more videos on the things of what you can do to get yourself out of this adrenal fatigue and out of this high stress state. Those are to come, but I really wanted to see and for you to really wake up to what stress is doing to your body so that you can stop it. Anyways, thanks so much, guys. Remember that life is an adventure, so it's time you start living it.